What is going on, guys? Xtimus here. So today I'm going to be showing you the loot basics in Diablo 2. For all of the beginners, I've been playing Diablo 2 for about 20 years. I will try to explain the game to you in a very easy way for you to understand, since Diablo 2 can be a very complex game. The best three types of loot in the game are unique items, set items, and rune words. There are several other types of loot that are good in Diablo 2, but for beginners this is where you should learn first. Unique items are shown in a light gold text. This is what a unique item will look on the ground when a monster you killed dropped it. These are similar to legendary items in Diablo 3 and epic items in World of Warcraft. They can drop when killing all types of monsters, not just bosses. Your chances of finding them are increased when you have more magic find, which is a bonus labeled as better chance of getting magic items. You can get this bonus from many different types of items, and there's no cap on it, just diminishing returns. You don't need to worry, you will come across items with this bonus naturally as you play the game. Also, not all unique items are good. There are about 400 of them in the game. So when you find one, just make sure you do some research or ask a friend if the item is really worth keeping. Set items are shown in a bright green text. This is also how they look on the ground when a monster you killed dropped it. They are very similar to the tier sets in World of Warcraft. There are usually around 2 to 5 items in a complete set. When you have the complete set, you get more bonuses. The end-game class sets usually have a huge bonus when the full set is complete. Set items are not the best in the game, but they are still very overpowered. The chances of you finding them are also increased by the amount of magic find you have. Rune Words are the most powerful items in the game. Basically, Rune Words are a form of crafted items that you make with runes. Runes can drop from all types of monsters, not just bosses. This is what a rune would look like on the ground when a monster you killed dropped it. The magic find bonus will not increase your chances of monsters dropping runes. There's no bonus in the game that will increase your chances of finding them. You can create rune words by placing runes inside of low quality items that have open slots, called sockets. It may be difficult for new players to understand. The chances of a monster dropping a rune can be anywhere from very common to almost impossible, depending on the level of the rune. The higher level requirement of the rune, the more rare it is. Even after playing the game for 20 years, I've only seen the highest level rune, the Zod rune, drop one time. The highest level runes are meant to be very special and extremely rare. The more common items in the game, such as unique items, can still be very good, so don't feel like you need to get the highest level and the rarest items in the game to actually be good and effective. Now on to explaining the loot rules in Diablo 2. When playing the game in multiplayer, the loot that drops from monsters and bosses is a complete free-for-all. Whoever clicks on the loot on the ground first is the first person that gets it. There's no loot system in the game that can be controlled by a party leader or player. It is a complete free-for-all, so make sure when you see unique items, set items, and runes on the ground, you click them as quickly as you can. The only other type of loot system is hardcore, which is permanent death. You die, you lose everything including your items. The only way to save any items after a hardcore death is if you set your party to loot, which will allow other players to pick up some of your items from your corpse. Other loot types are magic, rares, and white item. Magic items are blue on the ground. They are for the most part useless. However, there are some that can be quite powerful and a very good find. It may take you some time to learn and memorize which magic items you should pick up. As a beginner, I wouldn't spend too much time looking to pick them up until you really dive deep into Diablo 2's itemization. This is a beginner video, so I don't want you to stress over trying to learn too much at once. Rare items are very similar to magic for the most part. Rare items are shown yellow on the ground. Rare items are very similar to magic. For the most part, they are useless. I would suggest you pick up rare rings and amulets as they can be very good. I would look at rare items the same way as magic items. Don't stress over it as a beginner, and over time you will learn which rare items to look for. White items are considered items that do not have bonuses and may seem useless, but they are used to create rune words, which are the most powerful items in the game. A white item means that it has no sockets, and gray means that the item does have sockets. You can add sockets to white items using recipes and quest rewards. Similar to magic items and rares, this will be a learning process to memorize which white and gray items to look for. Let me know in the comment section below if you have any questions. The most commonly asked questions I will put at the top of the comment section. I love you guys so much, and if you want to keep up with Diablo 2 content, make sure you guys subscribe and hit on that bell notification if you want to get notified when I upload new videos. I love you guys so much, and I will see you on the next video.